Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon. Again, my name is Carson Cook. Welcome back to the CSO Pro, guys. And today we're going to be talking about a pretty fun topic, especially for newer sales individuals that have found the organization that they love to work with or the industry now that they're in, and they find themselves in a little bit of a slump. This could also be for older sales professionals that have found themselves working in industry and they're like, you know what, I'm kind of stuck in a slump. I came out of the gate swinging, I did really well, but now I'm in a slump or I'm in a sales slump. And this happens a lot in sales, guys. Sales is very much a professional sport. It's very much a career choice. But what we don't see is the 10,000 hours that these athletes put into their situation, and they still arrive upon slumps. Okay, it happens in baseball, happens in football, happens in bowling. Every professional sport, the athlete, even though they're professionals, will fall into a slump. So even professional salesmen out there, or saleswomen, or whatever, sales professionals fall into slumps. So today we're gonna talk about 3 ways that you can actually help kill your slump, whether you're an individual on the road and you don't have a lot of access or communication with your team, or whether you're in a group full of 50 to 60 to 100 people that you're working with, okay? And the first one, guys, you need to make sure that you find competition. Okay, whatever it may be, whether it's internal competition with yourself or another individual or someone on your sales team or your manager, whatever it happens to be, the first thing that's gonna help you kill your sales slump is competition. Find a way to compete against someone else. It's gonna be a great excuse to get you off your ass, essentially, right? I'm not saying that you're lazy or we're sitting on our ass. You could be working, beating a dead horse, you're still tired. Right? But at the end of the day, guys, finding competition is gonna really help you spark some energy, okay? So if you have some situation where you don't have sales coworkers, okay, if you have a manager that sits next to you or a national accounts director sits next to you, say, hey, let's do a quick challenge today. Who can close the most deals? Who can make the most phone calls? Who can do this? Who can do that? Who can go see the most customers? I'll meet you back here, and if I win, you buy me a beer, and if you win, you'll buy me a beer. Or hey, let's put $30 on the fact that I can sell more deals today than you. Okay, find competition. If you need to get out of a slump, find competition. Get on the phone and sell for someone else. That's another thing too, guys, that you can do. In finding competition, get on the phone and say, hey, I'm gonna sell a deal for you today. Okay, giving that out there, knowing that they're not your prospects, okay, believe it or not, this is a really good trick, is the fact that you're gonna say stuff to those prospects you might not say to yours, which is gonna help get you out of that slump, help you speak your mind, say, hey, let me have some of your leads, I'll close it, you get the whole commission. Whatever it is to jazz it up a little bit, spark communication. Number 2, hold yourself accountable. Okay, that's another thing, guys. Hold yourself accountable. If you go back every day and you said, okay, so every day at 4 o'clock, I have my weekly review, my personal weekly review, not the one the company does, not the one that this person does, not the one that my president does, my manager, but the one where Carson reviews himself at the end of the day. I sit down and it's on my calendar for 10 minutes and I say, what did I do today? Could I have done this better? Okay, what could I do with this? Did I make as many phone calls as I could have made? I was a little tired, I had this today, those are excuses, but I'm holding myself accountable. Well, tomorrow I need to do this, right? And that's the same personal thing that we used to have, guys, when I was running deals in the field, is that I used to, every customer I would have talked to, every appointment, every phone call that I made, okay, I would sit back for 2 or 3 seconds and do that first. Hey, could I have done that call better? What could I have said? What did they say? What will I say next time? Okay, move on, next call. Okay, oh, you know what? What did I do better with that appointment? Why did this merchant do this? Why did this customer do this? What could I have said to them when I knocked on that door that was different? Could I have done this? Could I have done that? They said this. Okay, great, boom, move on, next sale. So hold yourself accountable, okay, by reviewing what you did and what you could improve on, okay? Focus on your weaknesses, guys. Focus on how can you improve those weaknesses, all right? And you don't even need to worry about your strengths. They're just gonna come out. You don't need a cookie for them. You don't need someone to give you a compliment. Great, I'm good at that, awesome. Let's keep going. Let's continue on, okay? Holding yourself accountable is number 2. Number 3 is ask someone for practice. That's another thing, guys. If you sell an item, okay, more than likely in an industry, and it's not just you as the lone sales professional, you have other coworkers that either live in the same state that you live in, they live abroad, they live whatever, they might be sitting right next to you. Say, hey, why don't we role play a little bit? Why don't we work through the objections that our customers give us? Why don't we work through a script? Why don't we work through our process so that I can define my process? Okay, a lot of the times what sales individuals don't understand is that they fall into a slump because they completely get too confident and forget their sales process. They just stop doing it. Like, why am I not closing deals? You just stop doing the sales process. You're doing something else. You're reinventing the wheel. You're saying the wrong stuff, right? Professional athletes do the same thing, guys. They start becoming overly confident, and in practice or during the games in the season, a lot of times there's not a good opportunity to practice as much as the off season. So they build up these habits. And what happens is they start becoming overly confident. They don't hit off the tee as much. They don't take extra practice. They don't do this, they don't do that. And they forget the process. They actually forget the process of what they should be doing. They forget how to swing. They forget this, they forget that, they forget this. And they need to say, hey, let's get back. Hey, coach, get me back into the process. Get me back to the process. Let's focus in, boom. Okay, moving forward. So ask someone for practice in sales. Ask someone to role play with you. Pretend to be a customer. You're the salesman. They're the salesman. You're the customer. Go back and forth. The value, guys, the value of role playing is immense. It's amazing. It will get you right out of your slump, right back to the fact that when you get right back in your customer, you can continue on selling deals as usual and as normal. So shrink that slump, guys. Those 3 things: find competition, hold yourself accountable, and role play will get you out of any slump that you can find yourself into in sales. So thanks for tuning in to CSO Pro, guys. Like, share, or subscribe. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Cook, back at you again with the CSO Pro. Just wanted to put everything out there, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning into all the videos here on YouTube. I just wanted to point out to you guys real quick, just once again, this book will be going on sale May 1st this year, 2019. So coming up here pretty shortly, guys. And this is the No Shit Sales Journal, a confident, common sense, and practical guide to sales. Basically your Cliff Note version, okay, that can get you up to speed, guys, and give you a very solid foundation on how to sell. Now this book, guys, is not just for sales professionals. This book you need to buy and read. It will help your life with your family, your kids, pretty much anyone that you would like to communicate with and become better at communication. Okay, so make sure you go to Amazon, guys, and put in your pre-order right now. We'll include a link below. But this book, guys, is going to be going on sale May 1st. It's also, guys, been featured on the Sales Babble with Pat Helmers. You can tune in to find out a little bit more about the book at salesbabble.com. Very, very, very good podcast. Pat Helmers, guys, is a very standing guy within sales. Very, very, very solid reputation. Amazing podcast with some of the best techniques, communication techniques, tips and tricks for sales. So go to the salesbabble.com. I'll put that link in the description below. But guys, please make sure to pick up your copy on Amazon today. Get one right now. Thanks, guys.